Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, in deck number 663, we're going to talk about Harald, the King of Skemfar. We have a Golgari Elf King. And is it just me, or does this art... I don't... It looks like that... I don't know, it's a picture in a frame, and it got, like, shot or something in the middle. I realize that's his... force radiating off of power, but I don't know. I can't see the broken, unsee the broken glass thing. So for 3 mana, we get a 3/2 Menace. Menace is very important. I say that to try to remind myself, because I forget about it a lot. Now, when Harald enters the battlefield, you look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal an elf, a warrior, or a Tyvar card. Spoiler. And put into your hand, put the rest on the bottom in a random order. So, this is obviously an elf deck. So let's get to it. We have our elf ramp. Well, here, let's get the Soul Ring and the Golgari Signet out of the way first. You know those are in there. But then we have our, elf ramp. The Llanowar Elves, Elvish Mystic, Fyndhorn Elf, Blight Soul Druid, Elvish Visionary. I almost didn't put in the ramp because it's 3 mana. And then, of course, we have the Priest of Titania. Now, probably one of the better elves that have ever been printed. They don't reprint it a lot. But for your infinite green mana pleasure, I threw in Umbermantle with no way to go and find... Well, no, I think we do have a way to go and find it, but I don't think we have a use for infinite green mana in the deck. I don't know. We may get there. We may stumble across it, but, if infinite green mana is the thing that we need, there's a possibility of it in the deck. Then we have our card draw. You guessed it. Rite of Flourishing, Beast Whisperer, the black ones, the Sign in Blood and the Read the Bones, Harmonize. Oh, yeah, there's our tutor. Our singular tutor, and Skull Clamp. Because Skull Clamp and elves, I am telling you what, if you've never clamped a whole bunch of elf tokens, it's a wonderful thing. You can draw some cards. Now, before we get into the tribe, let's look at things that help the tribe. Gotta do Tyvar Kill. And talk about majestic looking art. We're getting a little close. We have Pyre of Heroes. Was this the deck that I... Yeah, no, this wasn't it. Pride of Perfect, Crown of Skemfar. Yes, there's a lot of this from the deck. Roots of Wisdom. Prowess of the Fair. Icon of Ancestry is a decent one. And Alpha Status. Menace is, I feel like Menace is Pseudo Evasion, so Alpha Status on your commander could possibly get you a one-hit kill for commander damage. So let's look at our tribe, shall we? This is probably the same as every other elf deck you've ever seen. Essence Warden, Well-Wisher. Trying out this new Realm Walker, I did actually draw it the game I played this. And being able to cast elves from the top of your library is pretty neat. Duskwielder, Farhaven Elf. That probably should have been with the ramp package. Elvish War Master. Oh, hey, there's our infinite green mana dump. Imperious Perfect. Hunt Master, Voice of Woods. Yeah, I know you see Voice of Woods and you think Seedborn Muse and you're like, but Seedborn Muse, not an elf spirit. Teljet Fallen, I think there aren't that many, and Glistener Elf are the only 2 infect ones out there. I don't know. I like to, and I know this is, just a couple Glistener Elf decks in real close to each other, but it's a good alternate win. It really is. I don't know. It's divisive, I know. Lathril, Blade of Elves, Skimfar Avenger, Miara, Rinzrun Vanquisher, Guiltleaf Winnower, Rishkar, Bhima Renegade now. +1 counters, and Golgari Finebroker, Changeling Titan. Hey, it's an elf. It counts. It's a big elf. Rinzrun Packmaster. Here's another mana dump. You know, if you that last line I forgot was there. Seemed like I knew it, but I didn't just then. Each wolf you control has Death Touch. Pretty good. Copperhorn Scout, Jagged Scar Archers, Immaculate Magistrate, Timberwatch Elf, Oblight Colors, and you know elves are going to die, so Abomination of Llanowar. Speaking of dying, there is a lot of removal in here. We'll start with the unusual, the stuff I don't normally include. The Dregs of Sorrow. The reason why people don't use Dregs of, or why I don't use Dregs of Sorrow a lot, is because of the mana cost. But the thing with elves is, you know, mana cost is kind of, you're gonna get there. But yeah, X and 5, destroy X non-black creatures, draw X cards. So what does it gotta take to be worth it? Right? What does it gotta take? Because we could just be playing the one-sided board wipes. But we get to draw them cards now. Oblight's Ending. I included Oblight's Ending just because it fits the theme. You know, kind of like Oblight Massacre. Murder. Rexage. Putrefy. The Crippling Fear, you know. Non-elf creatures are going to get Back to Nature. I know we're running a few enchantments, but Back to Nature solves a lot of problems at a really good speed. To Vendetta. Cantankerous Thirst, I kind of like. You know, something gets small, something gets big. So, Hex. Here again. Hex, actually, rules question for y'all, if anybody is still watching, or if judges are still watching. Now, for years, Hex targeted all 6 targets, and if any of those targets became illegal, the whole spell was countered. And that's the reason why I didn't play it. But I have recently heard that you can target 6 creatures, and if any of them become illegal, the spell will still resolve as much as it can, destroying the other 5 or 4 or whatever is left. Now, if any of y'all know, honestly, I like the card either way, because there's, you know, you can look before you cast it to see what are the odds of something magically disappearing. So, anyway, if y'all know the answer, comment down below. I would really like, you know, and it's probably just as easy as a Google search. Honestly, I just haven't done it. Honestly, I didn't think about it till this exact moment, so here we are. And then our ultimate removal spell is Overrun. In an elf deck, this is called player removal. We're probably not going to be short on bodies to give +3 and trample to, so seems really good. Now, non-basic lands. Of course, we're going to be running that Karn's Bastion for all those +1 counter shenanigans. Unclaimed Territory. Command Tower. Reliquary Tower. Golgari Guildgate. Rogue's Passage. Golgari Rot Farm. Evolving Wilds. Foul Orchard. Woodland Chasm. Jungle Hollow. And Terramorphic Expanse. And that is, I like elves, don't get me wrong, but it's hard to build a different elf deck, you know? It just seems like I've built this deck 30 times already. That's why each time I try to use the newest and the most current stuff, because you know it's real easy with Elf Tribal to build the same deck over and over again. So I try not to do that. It's still going to play like elves though, right? So 663 is done. We will put Herald on the wall. You know, since I have got two different colors of sleeves there, I wonder if I could arrange it to where it would like spell something in because it would be that way forever, right? Because they're staying in that order. I don't know. Anyway, that takes too much planning like I plan. I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all let me know what you think. But right now, we're going to shuffle and cut.